Hey, TikTok homebrewers and beer lovers. So the other day I was in King Soopers. That's the local Kroger grocery store here in the Denver area. But anyway, in the scratch and dent aisle, the half off aisle, I came across this. It's Big B's Fabulous Organic Orchard Recipe Lemonade. First thing I thought of was I need to ferment that. So I picked up 3 jugs. The ingredients are, let's see, it's 15% juice, no preservatives, GMO free and PBA free. Ingredients: filtered water, organic lemon juice, organic cane sugar, organic apple juice, citric acid. That's it. So I immediately went from the grocery store down to Tom's Brew Shop. That's our local homebrew supply here in Lakewood, Colorado. If you're in the area, check out Tom's. And then I bought at Tom's, I bought a pound of dry malt extract, and then some yeast. I'm going to use Yeast 1450. It's a beer yeast. I'm not going to be using a champagne yeast or a cider yeast for this one. I don't want it to attenuate out a whole lot and become dry where it may need to be back sweetened. So we're just going to go with this. It's going to be quick and easy. I'm going to take a gravity reading on here, see what the gravity is on this before adding a dry malt extract to kind of determine how much I'm going to put in there, and go from there. It's easy to do, and I'll show you how I do it right now. So yeah, I just took a little sample and put it on the refractometer. The original gravity is 1.034. I'm going to add the whole pound of dry malt extract to about a half a gallon of the apple juice. I'm going to heat it up to pasteurize any impurities that may be in this extract. I'm also going to add some yeast nutrient to that too. Here we go. So I've dumped in about a half a gallon. I didn't measure anything, and then just dissolve the dry malt extract in there. Give it some heat. So I just shut the heat off. It's just over 170 degrees. It's almost 180 degrees. So I'll just leave that sit. I don't know if boiling it will change the flavor, drive off some of the flavors and aromas. So I'll just let that pasteurize for about 15 minutes or so, and then cool it off and rock and roll. Sanitized carboy, sanitized funnel. The lemonade was pasteurized and then cooled off. You won't want to put that in there hot. The hot and cold shock would break the glass. And then dump in the other 2 gallons. They're going to end up with, I want a little headspace in there, so I'll give it 2.5 gallons, maybe a little more. And here's my yeast package. It's I popped the nutrient pack inside there about 5 hours ago. It's going good. So I'll get this cut open and dumped in there. So adding the yeast, the bag had been sanitized with rubbing alcohol. Pour that right in. So there, it's all done deal. I just pulled out a sample so I can get another gravity reading after adding the dry malt extract, and attach the blow-off tube. I don't know how active the fermentation will be. I've never brewed this before, so I'm just going to put it out in the ferment chamber at 65 degrees. So I just took a gravity sample. It went up to 1.045, so probably end up 4-point-something% alcohol by volume. It'd be a nice sessionable drink. I'm gonna put it in a keg and probably serve it over ice. I think it sounds real good to me. Anyway, I'll get this put away and let it ferment. So there we go, just under 3 gallons. I'll check on that in the morning and see how it's fermenting. So it's the next day. It's just starting to ferment. You can see the bubbles rising up. The CO2 coming up to the top, and the CO2 coming through the blow-off tube. No problems here. So it looks like it's just at over 2.5 gallons, about 2 3/4 gallons. After I siphon it off into the keg, going to be looking at 2.5 gallons. It costs $25 for all the for the juice and the yeast and the dry malt extract. So we're looking at what, $1.25 for a pint. That works for me. Anyway, it's just that easy to turn some lemonade into a sessionable hard lemonade. Prost. We'll see you next time. Brew what you like what you brew.